What is up, guys? Welcome to the channel. This is Footymeech. We're going to be doing a brand new save here with Dundee. Glad you guys can join me on episode 1 today. What we're going to be basically discussing is just kind of tactics, formation, a little bit about the club's history, what our goals are with this team, how far we can take them in the Scottish Premiership, but also in the European competition. I'll be your guys' host. This is going to be an additional save that I'm doing to my other one, Naturo City. If you guys want to see that, the links will be in the description for you guys to check out. Without further ado, guys, let's jump into this episode 1 here with Dundee. Why Dundee? The $1 million question. Basically, the reason why I chose them is when I first started playing FM, I believe it was 2017 or 2018 FM. The first Scottish team that I ever managed was Dundee, and I was able to win my first ever trophy when it comes to FM. So Dundee always has a bit of a special heart for me. I didn't end up winning the Scottish Premiership. I ended up doing a bit of a journey save. So I kind of came in, did a season or two, won, I believe, the Scottish Cup and the other domestic cup that they have in the league, and I moved on to a different club, which I don't remember. So it's a bit of an unfinished business that I have here in the Premiership, and I want to come back and see if I can bring Dundee back to some glory, but also seeing how far we can take them in the European competitions as well, with trying to keep it with relatively realistic saves here. I'm not going to be doing any outlandish or any sort of crazy signings, but just going to kind of try to keep it as realistic as possible when it comes to the geographical area, also the Scottish Premiership, and the players that we can attract, and so on and so forth. So hope you guys are excited for this. It's going to be a fun little save, so let's dive right into it. As you guys can see there, the picture's updated. Footymeech has just signed with Dundee. Club expectations, obviously, I think the big one's going to be ahead of our rivals, Dundee United. So that's something we're definitely going to look to keep attaining. They're currently in the championship, we're in the Premiership, so we already are starting off with a bit of an advantage. Develop players using the youth system. It's definitely something we're gonna have to do, especially going up against the likes of Rangers and Celtic in this league. There's there's Hibs, and also what's it called, Aberdeen. They're pretty good teams, so we're trying to at least maintain that third position, try to sneak into the second position, and eventually be number 1. But the goal is to start off by kind of being number 3 behind Rangers and Celtic, and then starting to challenge them for that, 1 or 2 position. Obviously, we're going to accept this, work within the budget, avoid relegation, try to go far in the domestic cups. So not a whole lot, and become established in the Premiership. Just a couple info on some players that are in and out. And we're going to jump into the tactical formation. Typically, I like to play vertical tiki-taka, guys. That's just kind of the way and the position I'm most comfortable playing with. As a manager, definitely like to keep the tempo high, play from the back, whip the crosses in, and typically play a bit more expressive football, but I'm not going to really do that. Spread it out here. Mentality, I typically like to be a bit of an offensive guy, and also just kind of set the tempo for the future players that do come in. And that way, a bit of a higher line for sure. Might adjust that. The stronger they will get, I'll push the line a bit higher. And this is essentially the setup. I do not like crosses coming in. I'll try to avoid that, especially in the Scottish League, where they definitely like to whip things in. Bit of an older goalie here. We're definitely going to look to replace this guy. Injury prone, old, but he will do Carson right now. I believe this guy is from Everton, so we're definitely going to build around this guy right here. So hopefully this young Welshman here can get us as far as possible. Doesn't have that much of experience. Played with Accrington, I believe, either in League 1 or League 2. And then what's it here? We don't really have a good left back or left-footed center back, so we'll go with this guy here, Shaughnessy. He'll provide us with some stability. Let's see what his leadership is. It's good as well. And then he can actually make some passes. We'll probably go definitely not. We'll go nonsense center back. for both these guys. Just keep it like that. Haven't really gone thorough through the squad yet. Haven't really gone too much into depth. I know this is a gentleman that we'd like to build a team around with is Robertson. So he's definitely going to be someone that we're going to look to build a team around with. What is the ideal position for this guy here? Maybe push him. He's still relatively young. He hasn't scored his first goal. Let's try to make this guy a bit more offensive. And then get some shots in. I'll adjust the training here. This guy's pretty good on whipping the crosses in, so maybe we'll go with this guy right there. Adam's a winger, so attacking. Okay, a couple loaney players in. AFC Wimbledon, sure. Not a big guy on loans, to be honest with you guys. I kind of steer away from it. We got some Mexicans here. I think I saw there's 2 players. Actually, we'll go with this guy, even though that guy's relatively young. Jordan McGee. 122 caps. Can use him as a right back. Let's just see what else we have here. French. Oh, that he's on loan. Okay, what else we have? Owen Beck from Liverpool. Definitely going to be playing this guy. That is one loanee that we will like and we'll definitely use. Still use him as a bit of a support. I do like him going up a little bit more. Staying wider and whipping crosses in is a must for my fullbacks. Who do I have here as another option? Josh. Another gentleman here that we're going to try to build around as well. I believe with him and Robertson are going to be 2 guys that we can build around with them. Obviously, with the potential here, they're currently championship. Both of them are players. Hopefully, they can become a premiership. Mulligan here, Josh Mulligan here. So hopefully, this is a guy. He's got some good determination, passing, crosses as well, so that we can definitely utilize his skills. And seeing how far. Let's get him up, stay wide, whip those crosses in. And so the back 4 and the keeper are kind of set. Would like a nice anchor position. Maybe that's something that we might be looking to get. Obviously, Max Anderson here is not too bad. He's on loan. What do we got here? Boateng. Yeah, perfect. Great guy from Crystal Palace here. So that is an ideal player that we're going to have in this anchor position as well, just because the wing backs, not the wing backs, but I guess you can guys call them left and right, will be pushing up more, so that way there's someone to kind of at least cover in the mid if that does happen. Holy smokes, we got a lot of loanies. What's this guy? Another loanee as well. Haven't really checked, haven't had a chance to dive into the squad too much, guys, so it's kind of definitely on the go here as well. This guy's not bad. Actually, this guy's really good. What is he, a lefty or righty? He's a righty. Cameron. Oops, where did I go there? Let's get you to be actually... I'll get you to be more offensive, and I'll get this Robertson to be more of like a box to box. Nah. Just hold the position. Yeah, we'll do that. Okay, do we have a good, nice lefty? This guy's really good, actually. Hello. Do you like the balls whipped in, but he can cut in. I don't know if I should put him on the right side or put him on the left side and get him to cut in. McCowan. I don't know. What should I do, guys? You can also play in the middle. Interesting. Tough decision here. What else do I have here? I think Main's the best guy that we have. Another position that we're probably going to look to replace. Not really too appealing. Yeah, I believe this is the other Mexican that we have, the other player. Let's put some of these guys in. Is that guy injured? He is. Where do I put this guy? I guess on the left. But we'll get him to be more. It's like he has no right foot. Screw it. Yeah, we'll definitely get him attacking on the inside. With yourself, we'll get you to be more attacking on the inside as well. Another couple loanies here, guys. Where's this guy? Burnley. We'll look to see how we can utilize these guys, but essentially we'd like to replace, like to get some better players, do some scouting, and see what else we can get. This guy's not a whole lot to work with, I believe. Like, see, I don't understand, why do we get these loany players and then put him in what's it called, in our youth academy? What's this guy right here? He's a left back as well. Like, we'd rather try to push this guy here to get some more playing time. How Sharp looking for as a potential future goalie? Not that good. But we definitely want to push the youth. How are our finances looking? Finances aren't that good. And definitely like to be in control of this, most of the things here, guys. So I'll definitely be taking control of this. All the boring stuff. Sometimes I typically get this stuff all set up and then start streaming, but I just kind of wanted to see you guys, for you guys to kind of see everything on the fly, I guess you can say. What else am I missing here? Let's see the staff. We've got some scouts in place, which is good. I'm not going to mess with that. I'm just going to keep it as it is. As for the Stuart Taylor, he does have that preferred position that I like to play, so we'll stick with him. Mr. Wright here of head of development, which is good. He's kind of worked his way up through Rangers. He was a player with Dundee United and a player with Aberdeen and Rangers. I wonder if he ended up was he part of that team that won it with Ferguson? For those Scottish fans out there, if you guys do know, let me know. Honestly, we're just going to keep it as it is. We're going to keep it a bit realistic. Hopefully, down the line, I can make some adjustments. I'm not going to tamper too much with, like, this guy's pretty terrible. Like, I might get rid of this guy. But he's been with the club for a while. He'll probably be the first guy. Mutual. Sure. I'll probably get myself another goalkeeper. Probably do that later. Recruitment staff. How are our scouts looking? Peacock's not bad. Hearts. So a few guys here. Okay. Let's get the training facility set up. Is this part of the schedule, or is this right away we're jumping into it? So I got a friendly set up, which I'll probably skip, guys. I don't really like to do friendlies too much. So I'll probably do that right away. Just kind of jump into the cup ties. Oops. Matches. Let's delegate that for now. I feel like, what am I missing? Something. Not a whole lot. Training. Let's get the mentorships going here. We'll ask the assistants. Schedule. Training style. One match, and I'll tweak it up a little bit. Let's go with Match tactics, so that way the guys get used to the tactics quite a bit here. Definitely going to be attacking more on the wings. Engage defend, play throw. Let's get that ball distribution up. And then we'll throw in another match tactics. We'll save this one for now. I do not like that. Let's just go defensive shadow, keep it light. We'll save this as 1. Tiki taka 1. And to be honest with you, just so the guys get the familiarity, I'm just going to hammer it in here for the next 2 to 3 months. Next 2 months or so. Because I believe they're used to playing 3 at the back, so obviously we're definitely moving away from that. And I want us to be pretty good at set pieces as well. And just throwing that in there. I just don't want to think about it. And I'll probably adjust that, honestly, guys. I'm just doing it right now, so I just completely don't forget. Okay, that is done. Let's skip that. Very poor, as expected. As for myself, guys, credential-wise, where am I? Footymeech, starting with the National B license. Let's just ask for the coaching license right off the bat. See if we get that. So I'm not your top-tier manager, but let's see how far I can take this club. That being said, let's dive into the club a little bit here, guys. They've only won the Premiership once back in 1962, Scottish Cup, 1910, and then via play, 1974. I'm sure this was named something else in the past. And FA Trust. I don't know if this cup's still around or not. I know a lot of things get adjusted. Youth recruitment, I'm going to keep it at that. Youth facilities, I'm going to keep it at that. I'm not going to really upgrade them too much. I'm just going to kind of keep it as that and just kind of keep it realistic. Might go through here and potentially sign some older players like Charlie Adam. I think he's just managing now. He's managing Fleetwood, so he was with us. I think he's originally from Dundee. So I'm going to try to see maybe if I can get some older players like Cammy Carr. He's I see he's got a care. He's got a lot of appearances for us. So maybe this guy can potentially move on to a staff role. So who knows? But something to kind of consider here for sure. And seeing how far we can kind of take these guys. Obviously, they're huge rivals here, St. Johnstone, and a more notable is Dundee United. So they kind of have the better of us when it comes to trophies, I believe. What do we have now? We're both tied at 4 and 5. So actually, I believe Dundee has a bit more if he considers the championship. So we're in a bit of a better position already. So I'm hoping that we can kind of maintain that and be better than them. They're also on a bit of a debt, so hopefully we can poach some of their good players, guys, and see who can we capitalize and maybe get on a free. I don't know how many players have played for both clubs. I don't know too much of the history behind that. Maybe it's something kind of pick up and as we go. But yeah, I'm super excited. They were founded in 1893, so quite a long time ago. And then obviously they're here for the glory days now. Footymeech is signed, and I'm going to guide them to glory with my amazing credentials of never being a coach. So hopefully we'll see what we can do and how far we can take these guys. Let's maybe try to get into the Ranger friendly, skip all that, do the interview process, and then what's it called? We'll do one cup game here and then we'll stop it off there. What I'll basically do is I'll get to the winter transfer video, review how the season's going so far, the highs and lows, what our expectations of the window, what direction we want to go with all these loan players. I just feel like we got too many loan players. I don't really like developing other people's players. I like to use kind of our players. Obviously, if we can get a guy who's a relatively good player on loan that's going to impact the squad immediately, then we'll definitely go that route. But typically, I try to keep it within our players. Ideally, I'm going to try to keep signing Scottish players. Definitely want the team to be mainly Scottish, not predominantly, but yeah, I would want them to be Scottish players. So I'm going to look to kind of get some guys maybe from League One, League Two, or if there's some hidden gems from those leagues that we can capitalize. I would say the biggest thing that we're looking to probably replace is goaltending. Or sorry, not goaltending. Goaltending is a hockey term. Sorry, guys, I'm from Canada. As the goalkeeper, he's definitely on the twilight of his career, but just to get someone good in maybe around the 25 to 30 mark, someone that we can keep for definitely a few years and can become a fan favorite with us. Other than that, the striker position as well, and then possibly a winger. I feel like as of right now, our midfield is not bad, especially the fact that this gentleman can move up here as well, and then maybe a right back. And see, honestly, there's a few things that we can definitely change up, but as of right now, that's kind of, I would say, goalie, and then striker is kind of the main position. So hopefully, our scouts can do a pretty good job in finding us some players on a free, and hopefully see what we got going on here. So there's a few guys here, young goalkeeper here. So I'll kind of keep my eye out for certain things here as well, seeing what's available for us, what we can capitalize on, what we can get that relatively makes sense for our team and our squad. But other than that, guys, let's get this interview over with here. I actually do want to move up that one player here. Sharp here. Let's see if we can give Sharp some playing time, see if he'll improve. His abilities might go up. He's a bit of an inconsistent performer, which is something I'm not too fond about. And as well, I would like to train these guys as well. Does not dive into tackles. That's fine. Pass. I like him to start giving killer balls. I like to improve his shooting as well. And then have him... I'll have him being trained as a more advancing, just in case we end up losing one of those better midfielders if they get poached. Aaron, like, he's young. Like, we're gonna probably lose this guy. Like, he's really good. Let's try to do... I want us to like dictate the tempo for sure. Shooting is good. I just keep that going, honestly. You can actually play left too, which is not bad. It's pretty good. And we can maybe slide this guy, have him. How fast is he though? He's predominantly played as... Just thinking here. So if we slide this guy down here, this guy can just hammer shots all day. And then we can get that guy whipping it in. Actually, yeah, we'll do that. So we'll put him... Put him here. Switch to attacking. Up here. Attacking. Ball defending. There we go. I want you to shoot. Yeah, you're going to shoot all the time. I want you to push forward too. There we go. So we're going to actually train you, buddy, to be more as a winger, believe it or not. So maybe that's not a good idea. Whatever, it's good to have that. Let's just train you as a winger, to be honest with you. Cuts in your inside. Yeah. And you, my friend, 25 years old, we will train you cuts. He typically likes to play that position, which is expected. His passing, I want to improve a bit more. And then midfielder, you're going to train using that. And I want you to start working on those killer balls. Bit of an adjustment right off the bat, guys, but I think it'll be for the better for sure. Okay. Let's get this interview over with. Let's do the set pieces here. That's a strategy. Let's do hybrid, near post. Definitely want to be more counter. Aim for the near post. Balance. There we go. I'll be doing that, buddy. Yeah, we'll keep it that left-footed. I don't want him going on both sides. Yeah, we'll keep it like that, honestly. Yeah, we'll keep it as is. I would prefer... He's pretty good lefty. Should I just get this bash? Yeah, no. Honestly, that looks pretty good. We'll just keep it as it is. Pens. Who's taking the pens here for us? Okay. Okay, this guy is not going to be on the market for a loan, guys. He's not available for a loan. He's part of the future. Scotty! Kinda. I don't know where we got this guy from. I don't know, like, why does FM do that? You get this player, I guess, because it's from the updated save. And I'll just put him on as a loan. It's not someone I'll build around with, that's for sure. Let's see, there's pretty good guys here. So many loanies. I'm not a fan of that. All right, guys, this is going to be a bit of a simulation here. What are we at? Nice, they gave me the coaching role. I mean, courses or credentials. I'll do that. Where's the big interview here? I don't really care. I don't know why I accepted. That's introduce myself to the squad. I'll let them know we are in contention for the championship. Nothing else. Just keep it short and sweet. Keep it mysterious so that way they don't know what's going to happen. Very excited to take the job. Share your thoughts on what this means. Very excited. Why Dundee? Dundee is a massive club. This club wants to grow, so I thought it was a very... that's actually a pretty good answer. Some downs. You should have no particular... yeah, I consider my appropriate job. Yeah, so I think because my background's Serbian and I'm from Canada, so I guess I put, I initially put birthplace Belgrade, and then English is my second language, which English is technically my first. Well, not technically, but it's the one out of the two that I speak better. Okay, get the friendly out of the way. Okay, nice. We won 7-0. What a way to start, to just smash your youth academy. Honestly, guys, we're just going to leave it at this for today. Just a bit of an introduction, see kind of where we're at as a team. And we're going to be going up in the cup games. And we do have a couple friendlies as well. And then we'll come back and then just kind of go over the start of the season, kind of where we're at, expectations. I believe our expectations is to avoid relegation. Let's see what the bookies have us predicted for this season. Actually 9th, so I think that is reasonable. I definitely would like to finish in a playoff position, so that way we get European football, or an opportunity to make European football, and then that way, we have a better chance of recruiting and getting better players. So far, we're sitting in 9th, which is not bad. A few leagues above us, but obviously the main objective is to finish above Celtic and Rangers. So it's going to be a bit of a tough challenge, but I'm excited. Let's see actually the players that we just actually got in. What does it even say? No, it doesn't say. Interesting. Weird. Okay, usually it has that. But that is that, guys. Thanks for tuning in. We'll catch you guys on the next episode here, Footymeech. Glad you guys enjoyed it. I'm super excited for this save. And we're doing 2 saves, as I mentioned at the beginning of the video. We're doing Truro City, and then we're going to be doing Dundee as well. So I'll just kind of be going back and forth with the 2 saves and seeing how far we can take both these teams. But I'm super excited to be in the Scottish Premiership here and seeing how far we can take Dundee, hopefully to glory, and because it's been a while since they won that Premiership, and hopefully I am the guy that can get it done. But yeah, catch you guys in the next video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys did, leave a like, comment, subscribe. It's much appreciated. Take care, guys. Cheers.